Good morning, everyone. Thanks for meeting with me again today. We have a few participant suggestions that'll guide our practice today. And so feel free to email me or contact me at calgarymindfulness.com if you would like to submit any intentions to guide our practice. Anything you are concerned about, struggling with, wondering about, please do submit an intention to me by email or any other contact mode is fine too. It's really wonderful to guide our practice with your class intentions. So thank you again. Let's begin by getting into the mindful body and just assuming a posture that's strong and straight. And taking several deep breaths. Just observing the feeling of stillness that comes over us. And remember, there's nothing mystical about that. That is the product of discipline. It is muscle memory. It is a habit forming. When we sit in the mindful body and begin breathing, if you've been doing this with us for a while, then you are developing the discipline of focus, attention, equanimity. And that feeling of stillness you get right away is your ability to harness those spiritual qualities faster and faster because of your discipline. So congratulations. Noticing the rise and fall of the torso as we continue to breathe. And let's cycle through the various anchors that we've been introducing since the start of the year, beginning with the breath. Eyes open or closed, it's up to you. Whatever allows you to focus better and feel comfortable. The mantra that we've been sticking with so far this year is inhaling the reminder of our true strength. And then exhaling what doesn't serve. And that is usually the, avalanche of self-doubt and worry that consumes our mind. If you don't feel strong, when you inhale, how do you get there? You practice. You change your self-talk. And that is how we're doing it, is in mindfulness practice with this mantra associated with the breath. This may be one of many modalities that you use to change your self-talk so you can be a happier, healthier human, aligned with your highest goals and best able to serve your community. And just noticing the negative self-talk that arises on the exhalation. Let's pay attention to the themes. Because when we listen, we're really only saying 1, 2, 3 things, but in different flavors. And if we listen, we will get sick of it. We will realize this doesn't make sense. I wouldn't put up with this from a friend or a loved one. Why am I putting up with this from myself? We want to get to the point where we are so sick of self-sabotage. It is so repetitive and unhelpful and boring. We just want to drop it and move on. All it takes is one breath at a time. I don't know if any of you ever read Charlie Brown when you were little, but I still love Charlie Brown. I have all the comic books, and it makes me think of Pigpen, walking around with this like little dust cloud around him. And I've spent decades like that in my own little dust cloud. And as soon as it clears, I'm like, oh, the sky's blue out here. Wow. Why did I stay in this dust cloud so long? Part of our work is to be forgiving about our own journey and compassionate. It takes what it takes when it takes for us to get out of the dust cloud. And as we continue to breathe, identifying the themes of our negative self-talk. In truth, there is only one falsehood about our negative self-talk, and that is we feel unlovable. We feel disconnected from source energy, God, the universe. So all of our negative self-talk stems from this one illusion of our separation from God. But identifying the little flavors of it can be helpful also. It's okay to get into specifics. Doesn't mean you're not dealing with the big picture. Where do we feel unworthy? Why are we afraid? How do we feel stuck in the patterns of our mistakes? I'm 51. I'm decades into the same mistakes. And it's painful, right? Let's continue with this anchor of observing our negative self-talk. And as we inhale, reminding ourselves of our true strength, the true support we receive from source energy, God, the divine, the true support we can receive from our loved ones, friends, family, colleagues, community. And stretching our ears out to notice the sounds within and without, to further get grounded in this body, in this moment, to revel in its importance, significance, the weightiness of this time where we are spending quality time with ourselves. It is the most precious time we have. And painful, right? Painful to have all of your stuff churning out every breath. In practice, we develop the ability, the equanimity to sit with it and to survive it and to change it. So as we continue to listen and inhale and exhale, mentally pat yourself on the back for doing this hard, beautiful work. You are not self-medicating. You are not distracting. You are in the thick of it, in the thick of yourself. I am in the thick of myself too. Let's stretch out our awareness further as we continue to inhale and exhale. All the while observing our thoughts and allowing them to pass on. With each inhalation, we renew our sense of strength, of truth, solidity, stability, security, joyfulness, wonder, compassion, and awe. Stretching our ears out further to notice sounds within our practice room. Perhaps you can hear birds outside or cars. If you're with me up here in Calgary, spring is springing and it feels great. Take a moment to notice our body, sending our awareness into our feet, noticing where they make contact with the floor or mattress. And just giving thanks for these strong, steady, perfect, imperfect feet that support us, that take us everywhere we need to go, that are often so neglected. And sending our awareness gently, compassionately, and with a sense of wonder and awe up our legs, giving thanks for all of these perfect, imperfect muscles and bones and string that hold us up and keep us moving. Sending our awareness to the belly, to the back and hips, the torso, the core of our body, the root of our physical strength, the seat of the lungs and heart. Noticing the rise and fall of the belly as we continue to breathe, and just marveling at the miracle of this body. The fact that it keeps working as well as it does, it's amazing. Giving thanks for our perfect, imperfect vehicles that take us on this journey. And while we're doing that, noticing any thoughts of self-attack or sabotage, and also the feeling of just how ridiculous it is that we judge one another's bodies. Every one of them's a miracle. And how stupid and petty and limiting it seems to judge each other's physical surfaces. It's just so sad and limiting. And we, in practice, we move way beyond that, and how wonderful and freeing it is to be compassionate, to be deep and not superficial, to be wholesome and not shallow. It's wonderful and true. And what a relief it is to correct our thinking, to escape that prison of shallow thinking. And sending our awareness up to the shoulders, relaxing the shoulders and face. Visualizing a white light entering through the crown of the head, suffusing the entire body, down through the torso, through the hips, knees, down to your feet, leaving our bodies out into the world and coming back to us renewed. And just inhaling and exhaling the wonder of being part of this magnificent flow of energy in the universe. Noticing how restored and refreshed we can feel when we partake of it. And let's commit to coming back to this place of wonder and awe over the week, of joining in this wonderful energy of renewal and depth, of being compassionate to ourselves when we mess up, and knowing that all it takes to start again is just one breath. We can never mess up too badly that we can't start again. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.